Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Jason Fisher, bringing you another top 10 video. I know it's not the top 10 fire types, but really quick, hear me out. So this really quick, I'm doing a new top 10 new possible evolutions, evolutions that we haven't gotten yet. And so far out of the 18 types, there's been 8 evolutions of the 8 different types of the 18. So, and realistically, you minus 8 from 18, you get 10. Obviously, we're doing a top 10 list. And I think this is like something that Nintendo is really holding off on. I don't know why. It's just like, give us all 18 types, finish out the trifecta. I mean, if 7th gen is the last gen, I'm going to be very pissed because so far we haven't heard anything about a new Eevee. I'm recording this on September 4th, 2016. And we have not yet seen any of these 10 soon-to-be listed types on this list. With all that out of the way, this is a minute-long intro. I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. Let's go number 10, flash a big 10 on screen. Really quick, we got Ghost. The way I'm going to structure this list is I'm going to go from most practical to probably the most probable. And I'll get more on that later. But the reason why number 10 is Ghost is because I think out of all the types we have left, I think getting your Eevee to turn into a ghost is going to be a bit controversial. So I think it's probably going to be the last one to be done, just out of sheer, like, they don't know what to do about it. Really quick, of the three possible Eeveelutions, I got all of these off Google Images, by the way. Readily off the top of my head, I don't know all of their, I guess the owners, the artists, but they are put up on Google Images. And let me know in the comment section what I need to do about that, because I'm new to this and I don't know what exactly to do as far as like artist credit goes. I'm not trying to ignore them, I just don't know what to do. The one here in the middle, the top middle, is giving me like a Dark Souls 3 kind of vibe. Actually Dark Souls 2 because the old witches and whatnot. Except that this obviously looks a lot cuter than the witches in Dark Souls 3. And then Dark Souls 2, Jesus. Bottom left, I'm getting my lefts and rights mixed up, is giving me like, I don't know, it's like, it looks like a stereotypical like mummy vibe to it, you know, like it just looks like something that you would see being a ghost type. I mean, I don't know, Coffagrigas as a coffin, you usually rewrap mummies in these cloths and then you put them in the coffin. I don't know, I just feel like it's giving me a nice little ghost vibe to it. And then the next one we got is another. The third bottom right one is supposed to be a bit of a mist. People are talking about Spiridion or Mistion or something like that. I prefer Mistion. I don't know. It looks a lot better. The top middle one, I don't know what I would give it a name, but obviously it's going to be the Ghost. The next one we're going to have another one that I feel like is unprobable. Number 9 is a normal type. I feel like normal is the least probable typing because, well, second least, because we already have Eevee, and the way that Eevee goes is it just goes into the different typings other than itself, and I don't feel like Nintendo or Game Freak wants to implement this, just out of the sheer fact of it's redundant, and it's also been, what, 20 years since Red and Blue came out, and I don't feel like they're going to do it. The two here that I got pulled up from Google, you can kind of see the names on screen with the artist. I didn't want to erase that out. We got. I just feel like out of all the images that I saw, the ones that are going to be on screen are the ones I like the most because this is my top 10 list. By all means, drop your own in the comment section, or if you got a video, go ahead and link me to it. That's fine. I just feel like out of all of these, they look the most regal and they look like the most improved upon what Eevee already is, and that's just my opinion. Somebody brought up the correlation. Between Vulpix and Ninetales, how it just looks more elegant, and that's what I feel like these two have done. Really quick, we got number 8. Supposed to be ground type. The bottom left one is probably my most favorite because it's got the drill on the tail. It kind of looks like a reskinned, what is that Pokemon called? It's like on the first Watchog. It kind of looks like a reskinned Watchog, like in a lowland form ground type Watchog. That's just my opinion, however, but this is like my most favorite one. The one next to it on the bottom right, it's got like a little shovel head, a little spigot head on its tail. That looks really adorable, I'm not gonna lie. And then when you see it above it in the center middle, is the stereotypical one that you always see in top 10 lists. But the two on the bottom I actually like the most. That's just my opinion, but again, the one that you see up in the center is supposed to be the stereotypical one that everybody puts on their top 10 list. And then, really quick, dropping on at number 7, Rock. Rock, I'm going also from after Ghost to Normal. This is pretty much going in ascending order of ones that I want to see personally based on my favorite types, and this is just me. I know normally people would call these guys Sturdion. I don't know what I would give a name to a Rock-type evolution. I feel like a lot of things that get them hung up on are either the name or the design. Because I know that's what held back Mega Flygon, was that they didn't know what to design it based on. That's just my opinion, and also fact that they said that they didn't do that. Personally, I like the one on the right better, but I feel like this one is the one on the left is the most probable that we're gonna get. I don't know, I seem like the one on the right is my favorite, and that's just me though. Again, I like Rock more than Ground. It's really a controversial pick, but at the same time, really quick, we also got number 6, Fighting. Out of all of the images that I saw on Google Images, these are the only two that I really absolutely fell in love with. The one on the right is a bit stereotypical that you see on everybody's top 10 evolution fighting type, whatever. Again, I like that one better. I like its color. I like how it's blue. And I like how it sticks with the theme of Eevee, but it also has got that look on its face like, yo, I'm going to beat your ass. That's just my opinion. It looks really nice. And I also like the one on the left. It's following the same scheme. It's following the same color scheme as original Eevee. The ears are really what did it for me. The ears, it's got like the little Eevee ears. And it just looks like it's about ready to like double kick you in the face. It's just, I don't know what I would give for these guys as a moveset. Like, I don't feel like actually, you know what? Brick Break was like, despite the animation being a hand chopping, I really feel like it could be your foot. It could be, it could be your head if you really want, your tail. Like, you don't have to just break, like, reflect and stuff with your hands. You can kick it, too, I feel like these guys would get a lot more kicking moves. That's just me, though. Like, triple kick, double kick, obviously I said that. A lot of the blaze kicks and whatnot, it gets some type coverage. I feel like this one would probably be the most diverse in its move pool out of all 10 of these, and that's just my opinion. Fighting and normal types really get diverse move pools, and it's insane. Look at Machamp's move pool. It's insane. I think it's Fire Blast. Are you kidding me? So next up, we got Flying. I think Flying, in my opinion, and this is also one that I got 3 for. I feel like the bottom left, I feel like the two on the bottom are probably tied for my favorite, and that's just me. The one up top, it feels like it's more appropriate. Like, I went from my favorites to also appropriateness. I feel like the wings, all that. This would probably be pure Flying. And in my opinion, I feel like the one on top would be normal Flying. And that's just my opinion. But the two on the bottom definitely should be pure Flying. And I know the dual typing kind of contradicts Eevee, but really the only pure Flying type we have is either Arceus with Arceus, with the Flying Plate, or what's that one? Is it Tornadus? Which I don't remember which one has the pure Flying, but it's one of the genies. I don't know, I feel like all 3 of these I like equally, aside from the top middle one I like slightly less. The one on the right definitely looks probably either the most appropriate or, like, I guess the most faithful to the original source material. Again, the one on the bottom left, I probably have to say, is my favorite of the 3 if I had to pick. Number 4, everybody knows that Bug is probably my favorite type in the current Pokemon games, and that's just my opinion again. I love Dustox, I love Beedrill, I actually really like Butterfree. It's actually kind of OP if you can use it right. So Bug, the reason why it's only number 4 and not number 1 is because the next 3 are the ones that I'm upset about the most that we didn't get in X and Y, and that's just something that bothers the crap out of me. So number 4, we got Bug. The 2 that you see on the bottom, again, are probably the most stereotypical ones that you see in other top 10 lists. I want to say, somebody called these guys Arthreon, like an arthropod or something like that. That's actually a pretty cool name. I like it. It's clever. It's appropriate. I feel like the one that's the most plausible that we'd get is the bottom left. Like, if we were to get one right now, I feel like it's gonna be that bottom left one. The one up top center, I just feel like it was really cute. And because Eevee is probably the cutest of all the Pokemon in the world, and that's my opinion again, I feel like that one is, again, it's really cute. I like it. And that's really the only reason why I put the image on there, is just because I like it the most. The one on the bottom right, I don't know how I feel about the 6 legs, because every single Eeveelution has only the 2. But I don't know how I feel about the 6 legs. I really don't. And you can also argue that there are 2 more behind its front 2 paws, making it 8 legs. And spiders are bugs, and not ants. Ants aren't bugs. Ants are insects, and they have 6 legs. And spiders are bugs, and they have 8 legs. So I really don't know how I feel about it. It's appropriate. I'll give it that. I don't know how I feel about it, though. Again, sliding into number 3, Poison. This is where the list really starts to rack up as far as practicality, its usefulness, and ones that we probably should have got years ago, back when X and Y first came out in 2013, but we didn't, and it really is unfortunate. Number 3 is Poison. The one on the right, not the right, the left, I feel like is the one that I said, same thing with the green bug in the previous entry. It's cute, it's appropriate, it makes sense, I get it. But as far as being like a poison type, like I'm thinking like Muck. Like Muck looks menacing. Have you seen Muck's face? It looks like it's about ready to kick your butt. Again, it's just like I see poison types more like they're mean. They got that face. They got that scowl on them that they just they look like they're gonna kick your ass. The one on the right, not the left. The purple one is the one that's cute, and the other one, the white one, is the one that's. I feel like, again, I'm going to use the word appropriate a lot in this list because appropriateness, I guess, I don't know. It doesn't make sense in the terms that, like, Pokemon is appropriate, it's a kid thing, and, who cares? Poison, again, is one of those types where how do you get it to evolve? And I hark back to the days of Black and White. There was the underground sewer, right? And I think you get the black sludge down there, if I'm not mistaken. But much like you get Leafeon or Glaceon with the Moss Rock and the Ice Rock, respectively, I feel like there could have been like a sludge pile in a like sewer-ish based dungeon that if you level up your Eevee close to this pile of sludge, again, to adapt to its environment, much like Leafeon and Glaceon at the Moss Rock and Ice Rock, I feel like that's how we would get a Poison-type Eeveelution. Now, everybody's like, oh, just have it hold a Toxic Orb and level up. No, don't do that. That's cruel, man. That's Pokemon cruelty. And then you're also wasting 16 battle points on a Toxic Orb. You look at Pokemon like Steelix or Scizor, when you trade them holding the Metal Coat, guess what? The Metal Coat disappears forever. Do you want to waste a Toxic Orb that you could have on your Gliscor, or like a Guts Pokemon like Flareon, speaking of Eeveelutions? I don't know, I just feel like wasting a Toxic Orb would just, again, be a waste. I don't mean to be repetitive. So again, have like a sewer dungeon, have that sludge pile. I don't know, I feel like it would be inappropriate to not do that. Number 2, excuse the art. I didn't want to have to Photoshop that out. The one on the left, the one with the gear around its neck, I feel like that's also a stereotypical one that you see on every top 10 list. I like it. Personally, out of every steel design I saw on Google, that one is my absolute favorite. And the reason why the one on the right is there, and I didn't just have one picture, I feel like if that were the legit design, it looks more like robotic. I don't know how we would evolve this. I mean, going back to Scizor and Steelix, I mean, if you're getting a good defensive wall, that makes sense. And I feel like also with the way that the Eeveelutions stat distribution is, they always have a stat with 60. They always have 2 stats of 65, 110, a 95 stat, and then they have a 130 stat. All of them add up to 525. All of them have those same 6 stat distributions. They're just realigned differently. So Jolteon has 65 HP stat, 65 attack, whereas Umbreon would have 95 HP, 65 attack. And it's just it's the same stats, just reorganized in a different fashion. I don't know how I would distribute this guy. I mean, I'll probably make him slow, so put like his speed at 60, and I don't know, I'll probably have his physical defense being the 130, physical attack being, 110. I don't know. And then both the 65 stats would probably be special attack and special defense. That's just my opinion. Or I guess you can make his speed 65, just that way he's not super slow. And then we're going to go ahead, let's roll into... I don't know if you can hear me clapping on my desk. We got Dragon. Now again, out of all 4 of these pictures, this is the first one to have 4. Okay, keep that in mind. The one that I have right now in front of me, I like all 4 of them, but I feel like going in order of ones that I like, the black one in the first slot, absolutely beautiful. I feel like that's one of the only ways we can have a standalone dragon evolution without it being dragon flying. The problem that I see with a lot of YouTubers doing top 10 lists, and eventually they're going to have dragon on their list. They all have wings. So, I mean, can they learn the move fly, but not be of flying type? That's my problem right there with dragon type evolution. It'll learn fly, but it won't be a flying type, and that's my problem. The one, like I said, the black one right there in the first slot doesn't have any wings. It looks like the most appropriate. It's cute, I'll give it that. It's bloody cute. I'd pet that thing all day. And then we got the purple guy over here in the next corner. Again, I feel like it's appropriate. It's cute. It kind of looks like if you meshed Dragonite and Espeon. That's legitimately what it looks like. It looks like a Poke Fusion of those two. And I actually like it. I like the wings. I like the coloration. It's appropriate. Again, also the next one, it kind of looks like a mesh between like what's his face from the Okami games and Vaporeon. That's kind of what the vibe I'm getting from the next one with the wings. And then like the baby blue over here with the black dragon wings. Again, it's cute. It's the most stereotypical one I see, but at the same time, I don't think it's plausible. I don't know. It's one of those Pokemon where I can't get my head around it. I don't feel like it would ever happen. If anything, I want that black one. That one looks badass, you know. Maybe have it shiny, be like a nice tint of like gold or maybe brown to hark back to Eevee. Or, you know, what you could do is you could have its shiny be like maybe a silvery color, kind of like shiny Eevee. That would be kind of cool. But yeah, again, out of all of that, I feel like this is my top 10 list, and I'm going to stick to it. This is my opinion. If you guys have differing opinions, by all means, leave them in the comment section below. This went on for a long time. We're going at 17 minutes, man. I'm sorry about that. It's a bit of a long list, but I will see you guys in the next episode. The next time is going to be my top 10 fire types, and it will be a lot shorter, I promise you. So peace out, guys. I will see you in the next episode. Later.